Oh, so nice to have a nice warming tea and a deep cleansing mask, because you know, I'm just, oh hey, hi, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo with Wilma, Untucked. And I'm just saying, I hope you are too. I hope you're sitting comfortably, because this, comfortably, I know, there's too many syllables in that word. I hope you're sitting comfortably, because this is my review of Untucked. Well, we started the episode off with the girls retiring to the Untucked lounge to suck on some rainbow-colored straws. They were cute, weren't they? And to judge the judgeable. Well, I mean, well, the judgeable were getting judged on the main stage, I'm just saying. I just have to say, I still can't believe that Monique Hart didn't do better with her outfit. I thought it was a little better than safe. I thought she should have been with that group out front, definitely, because of the whole head-to-toe drag that she had on. I mean, the only thing that could have made it more complete is if she had cards on her shoes. She didn't. But that plastic hair, all of it, fantastic. I'd be a little bitter if I weren't in a better position than just safe. I'm just saying, who wants to be safe? You have a little danger in your life, seriously. Personally, and remember that I like her, I'm kind of glad that Monet Exchange got raked across the coals a little bit with her outfit. Because, as I said before, I felt that it wasn't much better than Kalorie Kardashian's. I mean, you know, it was basically the same dress with just different application, different material. Was it better than Kalorie Kardashian's? No. Was it worse? Well, if you could decipher anything Asia was saying, it was a little worse, I'm just saying. I was shocked. But the real read was all about a quacker. That's what I'm calling Ms. Cracker and Aquaria. Because like it or not, whether those girls are friends or frenemies, they're going to be tied to each other for the rest of time, because that's how it works on RuPaul's Drag Race. I just want to say, they're both skinny white bitches. Sooner or later, somebody's going to dress the same as somebody else. They're also from New York, and as big as a city as New York is, it's still just an island. There's only so many stores you can shop in. Sooner or later, somebody's going to copy a look. But I do want to say I was very, very proud for Monet Exchange to stand up for Ms. Cracker, because keep in mind, Ms. Cracker is Bob the Drag Queen's drag daughter, and Monet Exchange is good friends with all of them. So she took a moment to stand up for her sister and say that she wasn't cheating her way into a drag race, as the vixen pointed out. And I just want to say once again, that vixen is going to be a bit of a pot stirrer, eh? Seriously, we're going to have to watch out for her. She's going to have things to say to the other girls, whether they want to hear it or not. So, to avoid a full-out slap fest, the girls started talking, because you know it was coming. Somebody was going to get slapped. The girls talked about what being on Drag Race meant to them. And, you know, as you can imagine, everyone has their story, but I was so sorry to hear about Eureka's mama, Mama Eureka. You know, we all have our stories, we all have our experiences, but to have something that excessive hanging over you while you're also doing something so excessive. Here's to Eureka O'Hara. Cheers to you, girl. You're in my prayers, as is Mama Eureka. Seriously. But before the feeling circle could get into full swing, the rest of the girls arrived backstage. Of course, Kalorie was the first one to go on and on about how no one liked what she was wearing. She was also not the first, but very quick to point out that she felt the same about Monet Exchange's dress, that she didn't think that her dress was any better than what she had on. Now, the only thing is that I have to say, she's right. They were basically the same dress, just different material. Plus, Kalorie had that big black gap, you heard me, in the back of her dress that made it look unfinished. So I think if the girls are all as strong as we think they must be by season 10, they're also splitting hairs on that judging table, and Kalorie's is the hair that got split this week. I'm just saying. I'm also a little shocked, and I'm sorry for Blair St. Clair, that Kalorie threw her under the bus by telling everyone what she thought about Aquaria's little hoop skirt fantasy. Seriously, Kalorie, this isn't how you win friends and influence people. And Blair St. Clair is already a favorite with those judges, so don't piss her off, I'm just saying. And thank goodness Mayhem Miller was overtaken by her feels by then, eh? Seriously. Her getting emotional was the cold, wet slap of reality those girls needed to remind them that they were all very lucky to be there and that nothing was guaranteed. I'm so serious. But then the tears turned to cheers because Christina Aguilera slinked her way into the lounge, and God bless her. You know, I just want to point this out. That Eureka is a lucky bitch because this is now her second celebrity. She met Lady Gaga in season 9, Christina Aguilera season 10. Seriously, if you're hanging out with Eureka O'Hara, watch out where you're stepping. You don't want to trip on one of the names she'll probably be dropping. I'm just saying. Because I'm bitter. That said, Christina Aguilera, it's so exciting for these girls to see someone like that because, you know, you forget that these girls are performing lip-syncing pop songs, these icons, these superstars, and they're very tied to their life because, you know, they're waiting for a new album to come out, they're excited about the classics that they love, but they never get to meet these people and tell them. So this is a great opportunity for the girls. And I love that Christina Aguilera pointed out that they're all the same. They all have struggles, they all have people in their way blocking them from the finish line, and that they have to just keep their eye on that prize and work very, very hard. Because seriously, nobody just handed Christina Aguilera her career. She had to fight Britney Spears for it. Speaking of Eureka, if she doesn't win season 10, and she might not, I'm just saying, I think she's a shoo-in for Miss Congeniality. I'm so serious. Wasn't it just delicious the way she was supporting Vanessa Vanjie Mateo? Poor little thing. You know, I think that for somebody like Eureka who's all caught up in her own drama, to be able to stop that and help somebody else, it's very telling on how a person is. But regardless of the support Eureka gave Vanessa, she was the first queen to sashay for season 10, and I feel sorry for her because you know what? None of these girls apply for RuPaul's Drag Race with the intention of being first. None of them. They all think they're going to win. They all want to win. So to be the first, it's a cold, sobering slap. And I'm so disappointed to see Vanessa go because I thought she was lovely. I liked her more in the show than I thought I was going to because the pre-show stuff I saw, she seemed to be very, very lippy, very much a firecracker. And she was absolutely not. And maybe she was cowed by the other girls' spectacularness. I don't know. But I'm hoping that this isn't the last we ever hear of Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. That said, well, we are knee-deep in the start of season 10. What do you think? Personally, I'm sorry that Vanjie went because I think the season needs a firecracker, but thankfully it looked like the vixen might be willing to step her pussy up, I hate saying that, I don't know why, and be the firecracker season 10 needs. All I know is I'm sure this is the first drama we've experienced in Untucked, and we still got a quacker to get through. Who's to say? So, you're just going to have to tune into RuPaul's Drag Race next week. Don't forget that I do the live commercial breaks from Wilma Bar and Grill, 996 Queen Street East. You can tune in. If you can't be there online. It's the second best thing. And then right after, don't forget to come back and see me at the Fingerdoo Review so you and I can compare notes. Till then, miss me. Mwah. Ooh, seriously. I think I should do all my shows untucked. I'm so much more relaxed. Seriously.